And they finally got rid of that thing.
I know. Thank the Lord.
How long did you have to deal with that? Like just it not being 100%?
Yeah, the whole season since South Carolina.
And even, how about off season? Like, when did it get to the point where?
Yeah, so I mean, after maybe a month of kind of casting up, putting the club on it, it kind of solidified, not 100%, and I just kind of told Luke, our head athletic trainer, just kind of put a little hard thing on top and just kind of let me play because you can't catch or block when you got big old club on. So yeah. So it's better though. It's 100% now, so there's no difficulties with that. But
can a tight end ever be completely healthy?
They can be. Now would be the time. So,
right.
Yeah.
With all the contact, you guys good too. You guys picked 8th in the preseason poll today. Your thoughts on
8th?
8th.
Okay.
In the ACC.
Right. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't really care for first or for dead last. I just I'm excited for the season, and again, first or last, I just want to get the season started and see where it goes from there.
John, I wanted to ask you about Jake Johnson, joining that tight end room with obviously you and Bryson. When you watch him play, when you look at him, what are some of the things that sticks out to you? What are some of the things you feel that he does well?
Yeah, I think he's a great mix between Bryce and I. He's a good physical blocker, and he also can go out there and catch some balls. So he's great addition to our tight end room. And Coach Kitchen's been coaching him up since January, since he's gotten in here, and so I'm super glad that he joined us, and great addition.
One message that it seemed like Freddie Kitchens was really hammering home last year was if you don't block, you don't get on the field, essentially, and really wanting to kind of run the ball and things like that. I guess with the season you guys had, the season that Amarian kind of had, how much more I guess of an emphasis is that going into this year, and do you feel like it'll be kind of a run heavy offense, so to speak?
Yeah, no, I mean absolutely. You got like the best running back coming back in college football, and we're definitely going to utilize him 100%. But we also have 3 really good quarterbacks that are duking it out right now too, and so there's no shy of that we're going to be throwing the ball as well. But Marion complements throwing, right, because everyone's going to be coming down into the box for him, and can be thrown out to any of the wide receivers and tight ends. So,
Cope, what was that like? Just to take you back to last year and just getting the Q-tip looking thing on your hand before the games, like, what was that process like? This is like going to hair and makeup for a Hollywood thing, I guess. Right? I mean, like, did it take a long time to get you bandaged up to play? What did that whole thing look like?
Yeah, so you just come out for the throw in. I wouldn't put anything on there.
You usually have a brace, I think, right? Yeah.
Yes,
We'd be
sir.
watching you.
Yeah. So Luke would wrap it, but it'd be a very light wrap so I could catch, and then go back in there and get fully dressed, and then that's when you'd club it up. But I didn't wear the club very long, maybe 1 or 2 games, just because it was really frustrating, trying to go out there and block. So I didn't wear it a whole lot, and that could have been the reason why I didn't heal all the way. But so yeah.
Does this season almost feel like a reset, so to speak, because you are going in with both hands,
Yeah, so last season it was pretty tough. The hand was the first part of the game against South Carolina, and I was dealing with shoulder and then my foot towards the very end of the season. So
Jeez.
I had operation all 3 of those things, and it's been very frustrating coming back. But I was super blessed. I was able to finish the season, and this whole off season's just been rehabbing. So it's not just on one; it's on all 3. So it's been frustrating without a doubt. But God's blessed me throughout this entire journey, and hoping for one good last healthy season. So
If I recall, you
you
had the injury before the touchdown, right?
Yeah.
you
so
were
I had it
injured
on
when you
the first drive. And
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right.
Were you telling them that something still wasn't right? Like, you're talking about, like, figuring out toward later in the year that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd put my
could you
fist up,
feel
and there's
it?
a big old lump, and
Okay.
again, it solidified a little bit, with the bone kind of, growing on top, but it wasn't a whole lot. And if I didn't get surgery on it, which obviously I wish I could have done that, but if I didn't, there's just a really high likelihood of me re-breaking it and going through the whole thing again. So
Gotcha.
it wouldn't be too
Was
fun.
it constant pain in the hand?
It was, but after a month or 2, you just got used to it, and it was just kind of
What
back
was
to
your
your old
foot
hand.
injury? What was that?
So I had a
Sprained
stress
ankle?
fracture.
Stress fracture.
So
Oh,
just
good.
the whole season, and then the week of state, it was not too fun playing on it, and it was the last game, so I was like, I'll tough it out. So
So
When
you
did
have
you kinda
3
get to-
surgeries this offseason?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when did you really get to at least close to, maybe if it's not even 100%, like just playing, shape, after the season ended? That
yeah,
makes
so I
sense.
knew for a fact I was gonna get my foot done.
Yeah.
So I got that done, and it was like, well, do we get the shoulder done because we're already out with the foot? So the foot was gonna be the longest, and then I was like, if I'm already out with the foot and shoulder, I might as well get the hand done. And so the foot's been the longest one, and shoulder, and then the hand. So again, I'm super blessed. God's allowing me to play again. So hasn't been fun, but it's been very, very difficult. Whether or not you're just on your mentals really, because it's like I don't know if my body's gonna hold up or not, but we're looking good so far.
Which
How are you
foot and
able
which
to-
shoulder? You're talking
All on the right side, so
Oh,
right
right
foot,
side.
right hand, right shoulder.
So how are you able to fend for yourself? Just everything left-handed and just
Yeah, for the most part,
Are you
yeah.
just type left-handed? That was a lot of
Yeah.
type
about
notes.
left-handed? Or?
Lot of doctor's notes. Yeah, I mean everything I was doing was
Remote
with my left,
left-handed,
so
that kind of thing.
it was a little difficult. I had to have my roommates driving for about 2 months too, so that was
Wow.
yeah.
What did they?
What did they get
What
props?
is that? What kind of surgery is that?
I'm not sure what it's called, but they just put a plate and
There's a plate.
like 7
Still
screws
in
in there.
So what did you do for your roommates? They're driving you around that much. You kind
Just
of
kind of on their time. Just let me know when you're leaving, and I'd scooter my way out.
Right.
So.
I remember you had the scooter out
I
here
remember
during
seeing
bowl
that, yeah,
practice.
yeah.
Drake used to give you props last year though for being tough. I don't know if that helps at all. When he would talk to us, he would tell us how tough you were.
Yeah. Well, I mean he's tough himself, so.
When it comes to the QB competition this year, of course, you've got a unique view of it. Tell me what tendencies you're seeing from Max, Connor, and Jacoby.
Yeah, I mean they're all great. It's a little different catching from Max, being a lefty. I've never caught from a lefty. It's not a huge difference, but you can kind of tell in little details. But they're all great. They can all move. They can all run. They're all learning the offense very well. Jacoby was a little bit behind, just coming in later than Max and Connor. But I mean it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough call on who's going to be the starter because they're all looking really good out here and all throwing well, reading well. So it's fun watching them though because they're all 3 great players.
What's different about adjusting to the offense this year? Without Drake and with 3 new guys who could all be starters.
Yeah, I mean, I think really just like a leadership role, to be honest. Everyone's thinking that the quarterback should be just a set in stone leader, and all 3 of them are. I mean, they're all leading in their own ways, but a lot of new people, a lot of younger guys kind of stepping up too. So definitely newer offensive line, and they're looking just as great too. I'm excited for them, but it's just a whole new team. So it's getting the chemistry down and just kind of building that bond together.
Does the
Is there
ball
some-
spin different from Max? Does it maybe tail a little bit different than the
Yeah, like
Ferrari?
if you run like a deep ball like over the shoulder, but
Yeah.
anywhere else it's better than normal.
Does that take much time to get used to?
Is there some mystery there when you say it's a whole new team? Because I agree with you. I mean, in some pretty key areas, it's a kind of a reset.
Yep.
Like, is there any mystery to who you guys will become by the time you take the field at Minnesota or the first couple of weeks?
That's a great question. I don't think so. I mean, I think we know who we are, we know what we have to be, and we know what we have to do, and what our end goal is. And we're all on board with that. A bunch of us are stepping up as leaders and taking that leadership role really seriously. So it's exciting. It's more of just like a reload and kind of get back out there. So I'm excited.
How does that offense build that kind of chemistry on and off the field?
Yeah, a bunch of us actually play pickleball, so I know we've talked about that with Drake, but we play pickleball a lot. That's a lot of fun. Got a ping pong table in the players' lounge, and that's fun. And having Drake, step out, who is really good. All the Johnson brothers are, just as good, so that's good. Somebody else on the team can be stepping in for them. But
Weren't you the best though at ping pong?
last year I was with Drake. Nobody could touch me on the ping pong table. But this year the Johnson brothers have got my number so far, so I need to.
You gotta pick it up.
Yeah, and playing him left is a little bit different too, but.
Mac was
Let's do one more, and then I got to get him on.
Mac was saying the other day just about the offense, about one of the keys will be playing to our strengths, and I took that to mean Omarion, Bryson, you, like, you know, the sort of proven guys, the guys at wideout, like, what would you say it would be the offense playing to its strengths? What do you see those strengths as being, or what you can develop into strengths?
Yeah, absolutely. We got younger guys stepping up at wide receivers as well. We got JJ coming back, Kobe, Gavin. So we got all those guys out wide. Obviously, we got our Marion. So like what you were saying, we're going to play to our strengths. Our O-line's looking really good. They look really good in the spring. And we're just building, we're stacking the days. And I'm super excited for this team. So, yeah, just playing off of our strengths. And, again, having Jake come in too is going to be fantastic for the tight end. So we're all on board and all excited for the season.
All right. That was great.
Cope, thank you.